Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you're vegan, vegetarian, plant-based, or just trying to eat more mindfully, you're in the right place. I'm so glad you're here, because today, we're going deep into something every plant-based eater needs to think about: supplementation. Now, before anyone panics, no. A vegan or vegetarian diet isn't inherently deficient. In fact, with the right balance, it can be one of the healthiest ways to live. But here's the deal. There are a few nutrients that are either harder to get or just not present in plant foods in bioavailable amounts. And that's okay. That's where supplements can support our wellness journey. Not to replace food, but to fill the nutritional gaps. So, today, I'm going to share with you the top 5 supplements for vegans and vegetarians. And we're not just listing them. I'm going to explain why each one is important, what it actually does in your body, and the best plant-based ways to get it. So grab your tea, get cozy, or plug in your headphones if you're on the go. Let's get into it. 1. Vitamin B12, the non-negotiable nutrient. All right, let's start with vitamin B12, also known as cobalamin. If you take only one supplement as a vegan or vegetarian, this should be it. B12 is vital for red blood cell formation, DNA synthesis, brain and nerve function, energy metabolism. Here's the challenge. B12 is produced by bacteria, not plants or animals. Animals get it through contaminated soil or supplementation, which is how it ends up in meat and dairy. But plants? They don't need B12, so they don't store it. The consequences of a deficiency can be serious: fatigue, memory issues, nerve damage, mood swings, and even irreversible neurological damage over time. Recommended dose: around 250 to 500 micrograms per day, or 2,000 micrograms once a week if you're taking a high-dose supplement. Look for methylcobalamin or cyanocobalamin. Both are effective, though methyl may be slightly better absorbed by some people. Also, don't rely only on B12 fortified foods. They help, but aren't enough on their own. 2. Vitamin D3, the sunshine vitamin. Next up, we've got vitamin D, specifically D3, which supports immune function, calcium absorption and bone strength, mood regulation, hello, winter blues, hormonal balance. Here's the tricky part. Vitamin D isn't abundant in food, even in omnivorous diets. We mainly produce it from sun exposure. But what if you live in a northern climate, or wear sunscreen, or have darker skin, which naturally blocks more UV rays? Also, most D3 supplements come from lanolin, which is derived from sheep's wool. So for vegans, the best choice is a vegan-certified D3 made from lichen, a natural, plant-like organism. Recommended dose: around 1,000 to 2,000 international units per day, or have your blood levels tested and supplement accordingly. Low vitamin D levels can contribute to fatigue, depression, frequent illness, and even bone loss over time, so it's worth keeping an eye on. 3. Omega-3 fatty acids, fuel for your brain and heart. Now let's talk about the healthy fats your brain loves. Omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, Plant-based eaters often consume ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, from chia seeds, flax seeds, walnuts, and hemp seeds. While ALA is beneficial, our bodies only convert a small percentage into the more active forms, EPA and DHA. These are important for brain health and cognitive function, reducing inflammation, supporting heart health, eye development, and visual health. So, what's the solution? Algae oil supplements. That's right. Algae is the original source of DHA and EPA that fish consume, making algae oil a pure and sustainable alternative to fish oil. Recommended dose: 250 to 500 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA per day. This is especially crucial for pregnant and breastfeeding people, or anyone concerned with mental clarity and long-term brain health. 4. Iron. For energy and vitality. Iron is another nutrient we need to pay close attention to. While it is found in many plant foods, like lentils, spinach, beans, and tofu, plant-based iron is the non-heme type, which is less efficiently absorbed by the body compared to heme iron from animal products. Iron is essential for transporting oxygen through the blood, energy and stamina, brain development and focus. Signs of iron deficiency include fatigue, brain fog, brittle nails, and even shortness of breath. To help boost your iron levels, combine iron-rich foods with vitamin C, like citrus, bell peppers, or strawberries. Avoid drinking coffee or tea with meals. They block absorption. Consider an iron supplement if your levels are low, especially for women of menstruating age or endurance athletes. Supplement tip: if needed, choose a gentle plant-based iron bisglycinate. It's easier on the stomach. And of course, check your ferritin levels with a blood test before supplementing. 5. Zinc, the immunity mineral. Last but not least, we have zinc. It's one of those underrated nutrients that quietly does a lot. Supports immune health, aids wound healing, helps with skin clarity, supports healthy taste and smell. Zinc is found in whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. But phytates in these foods can inhibit zinc absorption. If you notice frequent colds, slow healing, or loss of taste or smell, zinc may be low. Recommended dose: 8 to 11 milligrams per day for adults. Don't go over 40 milligrams per day unless directed by a doctor. Too much can interfere with copper absorption. A low-dose supplement can be very helpful, especially during cold and flu season. Bonus tip: consider iodine and calcium too. Some other honorable mentions. Iodine. If you don't eat seaweed or iodized salt, you may need a supplement. Calcium, especially for those who avoid fortified plant milks or are at risk for osteoporosis. So, there you have it, the top 5 supplements and a couple bonus ones to support your health on a vegan or vegetarian journey. Remember, there's no shame in supplementing. It's not a failure, it's just smart nutrition. We're living in a time where we have the tools and knowledge to thrive, and that includes knowing how to support our bodies with intention. If you found this helpful, I'd love it if you hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this, and share this with someone who's curious about the plant-based life. and tell me in the comments, which of these do you take? Did I miss any of your favorites? Take care of your body, nourish your spirit, and remember, wellness is a journey, not a destination. Until next time, be kind to yourself and stay vibrant.